Hi, my name is Deb Ciamacca. I'm running for state representative in the 168th district in Media and Newtown Square in Delaware County. 2 years ago, I was a teacher standing in my classroom talking about the Parkland shooting, where 17 students and staff were murdered. And one of my students raised her hand and she said, "Mrs. Ciamacca, why is it that Second Amendment rights always take precedent over our right to live?" And that question just hit me between the eyes because I realized she was right. And what had I done? I started organizing teachers for common sense gun reform. I spoke on TV, I spoke on radio, I spoke at the March for Our Lives rally, and I thought I had done enough. But I realized I hadn't. Then at the end of 2018, I was showing a movie in my classroom. It was a story of Chris Hurst, one of my former students, and how he had decided to run for state legislature. And the reason he ran was his fiancée was murdered on live TV. And Chris was an anchor person at the same station. And obviously he was devastated. And he knew that he had to do more. So he quit his job, ran for state legislature, and in one of the most conservative districts in Virginia, he won. And when I saw my former student win this seat, I knew that's what I had to do. Because if he could change Virginia by his individual action, I could change Pennsylvania the same way. I had to run for state representative because I've been a leader all my life, and we need leadership in Harrisburg. I was a leader in my family when my mom died. I'm the oldest of 6 kids, and my dad needed help. I was a leader in the Marine Corps. I couldn't afford to go to college. I needed to win an ROTC scholarship to be able to attend college. And I was one of the first women to go through combat training with men. I was a leader in manufacturing. As a manufacturing manager, I supervised thousands of employees and we produced great products. And I was a leader in the teachers union. I became a teacher and then I led over 500 teachers in the Tredyffrin Easttown Teachers Union. I'm running for state representative because Harrisburg needs strong leadership. Harrisburg's broken. We need leadership on the minimum wage, on education, on health care, on redistricting. We need leadership because we can do better, and we will do better when I get up there. I'm going to win this seat, and the reason I'm going to win this seat is because this is a very winnable district. Hillary Clinton won this district by 6% 4 years ago, and the Democratic candidate in 2018 only lost by 500 votes. I'm going to win this seat because my background lines up perfectly in this purple district. A military, business, education, union background really represent all the different aspects of this district. I'm going to win this district because I've got the top campaign team in the state. Many people have said during the pandemic that they were modeling their campaign after the way that I ran my campaign in the primary. I'm going to win this district because I've got 35 young people working in the Ciamacca Youth Coalition who are working so hard for me. I've got hundreds of volunteers of all different ages. I've got thousands of supporters of former students and parents, all of them working to help me win this seat. I'm going to win this seat because I work really, really hard. During the primary, I knocked on 5,000 doors and I made 2,000 phone calls myself. I'm going to continue that because I never quit. On my last day of teaching, I asked my students to read Martin Luther King's letter from a Birmingham jail. And that letter has a message. It says, when there are times of injustice, we must each ask ourselves, what can we do? And what we must do is we must take action. I'm running for this seat and I ask for your support because I am taking action and I am trying to set an example for the students of Pennsylvania that government is not a spectator sport, that each one of us can make a difference, that not only can each one of us make a difference, we must make a difference. If we do not act now, we will not have a country to come back to.